Hey guys, my name is Jaxon. I live in Tennessee. I am 15 years old, a sophomore in high school, and I'm transgender male, which means that I am female to male transgender, and I go by male pronouns. I was bullied a lot in middle school and the start of freshman year, and at the same time, I was discovering myself and coming to terms with who I am, and my parents were going through a divorce, and I had depression and anxiety issues, and all of it was really taking a toll on me. In 8th grade, I came out to my best friend as bisexual, and at the beginning, the summer between 8th grade and freshman year, I came out as lesbian, and November of freshman year, I came out as transgender, and that was a big achievement for me because I'd never been different. I'd never been someone that didn't fit in. I always tried to fit in with what everybody else thought was okay, what everybody else thought was perfect. And I never was myself until freshman year. And that's when I really started being me and not caring about what other people thought. And after I came out to my friends, my parents ended up finding out before the next year had started, and it was around Christmas time, and my parents found out, and I did not tell them. Someone else told them, but if I had told them, I would have said that I'm not any different. I'm still the same kid I was. I'm still their child. There's nothing different about me other than I'm a lot happier now because I am who I am. And I can be the boy I am. I can be Jaxon. I can be me and not have to constantly be terrified that someone's going to put me down for it, that someone's going to leave me for it. But my parents weren't okay with it, and they're still not okay with it completely. My dad has gotten a lot better about it, and my mom is still not too happy about it. But they're starting to be more okay with it. I came out to my grandmother a month ago, and she took it really well. She's always been this very religious person, and she's always been a very big part of my life, so I knew that I had to come out to her, and I didn't know how she was going to act. I didn't know if she was going to disregard me as her child and just act like I didn't exist, or if she was going to love me unconditionally. And I came out to her, and she was so supportive. She still is very, very supportive. And that helped me a lot to have someone in my family that supported me, that loved me for who I am and not for someone that I was before that I really wasn't. I was just acting like I was. And I came out to my teacher last week, and she did the same thing. She was very accepting. She was very, very caring, and she's told me since then that she's always here if I need someone to talk to, and calls me Jaxon in class, calls me he, and just always is trying to make sure that I'm okay. And it really helps having someone like that, because before I would have a long day of school being called my birth name, and I'd come home and I'd just lay in bed and I'd cry, and then I'd get called my birth name again and I'd cry myself to sleep. Every single day it was like that. It was just like a cycle. I hated coming home. I hated breaks when we had to stay home because I was surrounded by my birth name and I hated it. And I still have to deal with that at home, but it's so much better at school now because I have friends that call me Jaxon. I have teachers that do. I have just random people come up to me and know who I am and call me Jaxon immediately. They don't second guess me. And that helps a lot with my self-esteem. That helps a lot with who I am. And I think for parents, the best thing you can do to help your child, whether they're bisexual, whether they're pansexual, whether they're gay, non-binary, transgender, whatever they are, the best thing you can do is be there for them and support them unconditionally, love them, and just be there. Because my biggest issue was I haven't ever had that parent figure to look to and know, hey, it's okay to be different than society's normal. It's okay to be a little boy and want to play with Barbie dolls. It's okay to be a little girl and want to play with trucks. It's okay to not really know what you are. It's okay to know you're a boy and dress like a boy when everyone else is telling you you're a girl. It's okay to know you're a girl and everyone else is telling you that you're a boy. It's okay to be who you are. And we don't have to be afraid of that. Because I think society now is teaching everyone that it's not okay to be yourself. You have to be a certain way. But we don't. We should stay to ourselves. And I think that really starts in our home. And it really starts with our parents loving and accepting us. Because when our parents don't love and accept us, I know for me, myself, when I feel like my parents aren't accepting me, I try to fit in with what everybody else is doing. So maybe they'll want me more. But you can't do that. You have to stay true to yourself. And parents really need to understand that, yes, we may not know who we are. One day we may say we're trans. One day we may say that we're non-binary. One day we may not know. But you just need to stay with us every step of the way and always, always, always support your kid, because that goes a lot farther than knowing who you are. Support goes farther than anything else. And I know personally, having support in my life, having my friends supporting me, having my teachers and my grandmother supporting me, that has helped me a lot. And it's only been 10 months since I came out, but I know that I've come so far from who I was 10 months ago versus now. And this is especially for all the people, all the teenagers or kids or adults that are transgender, are bisexual, are gay, are non-binary, whatever you are. It's okay to be who you are. You don't have to fit into society's normal. You don't have to be who somebody else wants you to be. Even if it's your parents, you don't have to fit in with what they want you to be. But if you are a parent to an LGBT child, that support that you give them, that love you give them, no matter what they are, that goes a long way, and they'll remember that for the rest of their life. I know that the support I've gotten from my friends, that will always stay with me. Even if we're not friends anymore, even if I forget them, that support will never stop being in my mind. I'll always remember that support I get from them. And it really, really does help a lot. Especially kids that don't have a lot of self-esteem or don't have a good home life. If you have a teacher or a sister or a brother or just a random person that you know, it always helps to have someone there to help you. And having been bullied and having been through a lot of depression and anxiety issues, it really can help when you're supported. It really can help when someone really shows they care and goes out of their way to make sure that you know they care, to make sure you know that they love you and they support you no matter what. And I think that our society now really needs to focus on loving and caring about each other, because we're tearing ourselves down, and it starts in our home, because kids that don't get the love that they need, the support that they need, they feel it's okay to hurt someone else, and that's not okay. And we need to fix that. We need to fix how we are, because in the end, it's who you are that matters, and it's not what anybody else thinks about you. And you're left with yourself at the end of the day, and you just need to know that it's okay to be who you are. It's okay to be yourself. It's okay to love yourself. And That's all that really matters in this life. So just keep being yourself. And if you don't have parents to support you, there's people that do support you. You may not know it, and you may not see it now, but there are people out there that really do support you. And you just have to find them.